Oh yeah, it's time to play chess and save lives. And I'm all out of lives. Yeah, this game came out back in 2023, and I didn't have the time or energy to give it any near the attention or love that it deserved. But alas, we're finally here to continue the story of the Shinogi Chess Club. Shinogi Chess Club 2, Resistance. There is a, first of all, again, with all of RobProductions games, from Burden of Proof to Shinogi Chess to 2, just look at this environment. It's the environmental design, and I've been following just screenshots of environmental design and models and all that. They just consistently keep getting better and smoother, and the more games that RobProductions puts out, the better everything looks. And that's just experience and just getting so good. It's really cool to see. Really cool to see all that effort and work paying off. First, we need to do a little bit of catch-up here. That thankfully included a bit of plot recap of the first Shinogi Chess Club game. So, sit back and let us recap. One unassuming night in spring, Himiko Misaki was shocked to hear a blaring alarm sound through the halls of Yoshino High School. When she learned that the school Shinogi Chess Club was in need of a replacement player for a critical match, Himiko was quick to help. The club's vice president, Kana Suzuki, hurriedly taught Himiko about the board game that became Japan's latest entertainment craze. As she claimed victory in the exhibition match, Himiko discovered a mysterious other self within her that yearns for power afforded by Shinogi chess. Himiko awakened to the mystic eyes of chess perception. Ms. Misaki's actions were rewarded with an invite to the Shinogi Chess Club daily meeting, and she promptly attended. The group was preparing for the Spring Championships, a local tournament. While reluctant to get involved, Himiko learned that a local resistance movement called the Typhoon Initiative was planning to infiltrate the contest and claim the monetary prize. With help of club members Kaito Sakuma, she entered the tournament and uncovered an agent of the initiative. She was even able to question the operative about the whereabouts of her missing mother. In the process, Himiko learned of the potential within her to control her opponent's moves. An unexplainable power that surfaces during Shinogi chess matches, the mystic eyes of chess perception. That's right, her opening round match had her facing off against a Typhoon Initiative member. And also, let's recall that first match that got Himiko into Shinogi chess was for like the entire club's budget. Or if I recall, they had like a significant portion of not just the club's budget but the school's budget staked on a chess match. Shinogi chess is big business in this world. Massive business. It also feels underwhelming to call the Spring Championships a local tournament with a massive cash prize. A life-changing cash prize. Get money and power. Significant stuff here. Anyways, she was accused of cheating. Having found herself in trouble with the tournament committee, Himiko was confronted by Calvin Cross. Yes. Descendant of our intrepid lawyer, Conrad Cross. An international attorney. While attempting to research a way to dispel the accusations against her, another member of the initiative was revealed. At that moment, Shiro Kuriyami exclaimed to the school a terrible truth. The mother Himiko had been searching for was also the founder of the Typhoon Initiative. In her darkest hour, Himiko challenged Cross to a match of Shinogi chess. Then she fought against a fake narrative constructed by media coordinator Machi Tomiko. This was the host and MC of the school's chess club matches, I believe. With her image restored, Himiko unlocked a newfound strength to rise to power and change the world for the better. As the final match of the Spring Championships approached, Himiko devised a plan to lure out the rebels that infiltrated her school. While searching for answers, she discovered that Yoshino had been bribed to protect the initiative, that her mother laid the foundations for her rebellion 2 decades ago. When Shudo made another appearance, he urged Himiko to join his group. When she declined, another terrible truth was unveiled. Kana Suzuki had been leading the Typhoon Initiative for years. Under her orders, the group was planning to use the tournament prize money to purchase Yoshino's security drones and wage war on the government. All came to a head in the final match, and Himiko emerged victorious. Seething with anger, Kana ordered her minion to kill Himiko. In the confusion, Shiro was wounded instead. With a dangerous ordeal behind him, the club recovered, and Kana was put under surveillance. Thanks to Himiko's efforts, a message from her mother, Yuko Masaki, was recovered. Out of everything that happened, Himiko vowed to end Yuko's life and finally put a stop to a reign of terror. Now the resistance to change ever marches on, as Himiko continues the search for her missing mother, and the crucial recording that was uncovered last semester, Yuko pleaded with Himiko to find her on the branches of Eden. With this new lead in hand, Himiko will stop at nothing to acquire what she needs to fulfill her promise to change the world. Absolutely. Oh. New game? Oh, we can pull it up here. We have in fact just read it. It's time to get our chess on. Oh wow. Typhoon. Whoa! Chess. Chess never changes. What's going on in there? What?
I'm scared. I'm scared. Why would you do this to me?
You should checkmate yourself now. I'm sorry. But it looks like we are finally getting our full origin. Ooh.
This world has resisted change for far too long.
The memories of what transpired last semester keep playing back in my head, over and over. I thought that things would be different after I exposed the Typhoon and Initiative's plans during that tournament. I get the sense that most students here at Yoshino High School believe that the threat is gone.
But I know the truth. I know that this struggle has only just begun.
Terror attacks still plague the city. The eastern zones face violent riots every week. The fighting will continue until my mother is dead. Oh, wow. I found no trace of Yuko Masaki these past 6 months. I know she must still be out there, acting from the shadows, orchestrating these attacks. Can't help but feel paranoid about the situation. Tracking her down is starting to seem hopeless at this point. Each moment that passes by is another that drags people further into fear, while our society is slowly torn to pieces. If memory serves me correctly, the eastern zones she mentioned were, like, the poor districts cast aside and left to rot and fester. That's also where Kana and the other Typhoon members came up from, struggled through. And wound up pulled into the initiative through.
However, something is different tonight. I can feel it, clawing at the back of my mind.
Oh?
Desires left unfulfilled, questions left unanswered. And this time, I won't wait for some fortuitous opportunity to save this world. This time, I'll start taking what's owed to me, no matter the cost.
No cost too great. Ooh. Oh, wow. This courtyard looks even prettier than... Chapter 1. Showdown time. What's with all the secrecy? None of your concern, Kana. And that drone, what's going on here? Let's just take this one step at a time. I've called you here for a reason. It's because we're half-sisters now, you can't just boss me around. When I heard Yuko's message 6 months ago, I finally understood the truth behind her disappearance. She gave up on the Typhoon Initiative and told Kana to lead the group in her absence. As a result, these past 5 years saw a change in the Initiative's operations. Kana's idea to acquire power by playing Shinogi chess was meant to avoid a darker route of rebellion. It never quite panned out. Since I defeated her during the spring championships last semester, the group was left in shambles. It's ironic, considering my mother's will for me to reunite with my sister and lead the initiative together. That's right, I can't remember if, like, Yuko Misaki is legit Kana's mother, or if it was just an adoption thing, but they are indeed half-sisters. I remember that now. The message ended with some cryptic clue when Yuko asked me to find her on the branches of Eden. I still have no idea what that means. After everything I went through, that's all I was able to learn. It was frustrating to say the least, but things are different now. See, when you say the branches of Eden, the Project Moon fan in me thinks of branches in the corporate sense, and Eden as some sort of corporate entity. But we will see. Well, get on with it already. Why am I here? Kana, I want to know about our father. Huh? Why would you care? I was raised by a single mother. I never questioned where I came from or who my mother knew when she was younger. I never would have imagined that our paths would be connected so closely. Yet she never told me anything. So, I want to know. Want anything that can help fill in the gaps? Please, Kana, you must understand how I feel. You've positively ruined everything I cared about. Shiro, the initiative, my own freedom has been compromised. They have been under surveillance for most of my working hours. And the reason I'm standing here right now is because of that favor you called in with Mr. Cross. So I don't think I owe you a damn thing. Easy there. Sounds like you've lost everything, yeah. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, Kana, you've underestimated my resolve. Oh. I'm not the same naive girl you met at the chess arena. It was so simple to set everything up. It's almost scary how easily I was able to convince everyone to play their part. Himiko? I freaked the security drone to fire upon hearing a specific voice command. It was pretty easy after a few programming lessons from Mr. Takashi. What? You can't be serious! Actually, this is exactly what you planned to do a few months ago, wasn't it? You wanted to reprogram that fleet of drones sitting at our basement level using the admin tools provided by the school. I suppose that means your plan would have worked. If only you were a bit better at Shinogi chess. You're insane! Careful, Kana. You must have realized that situation by now. You could die. Right here. In this courtyard. How do you expect to get away with murder? This drone's memory is the only evidence I'd need to dispose of for this to be considered an on-campus accident. Who knows how reliable these things are anyways? So, what's it gonna be? Will you help me? Wow. Jin. That was his name. Jin Suzuki was the best father I could have ever hoped for. What Yuko told me, he used to be a member of the Typhoon Initiative. That adds up. He did mention giving birth while she was still leading the group. But from what I understand, they weren't together for very long. Yuko's views were too extreme and he felt overwhelmed by it all. My father had a pure heart. He wanted nothing more than to make a change in this world without violence. Sounds a lot like the philosophy Kana had held herself not too long ago. At the time, he left the initiative, never knowing that Yuko was carrying a child. Then he met my mother. And their desire for change led them to joining protests throughout the region. Never really got involved with their movement. Never truly understood it for the longest time. But one day they never came home. Spent 2 years in an orphanage. It was a living hell. Being so young and losing the people I loved the most. That's when Yuko took you in, right? Must have felt sympathy for my situation. She treated me like a daughter of her own, even though Jin had left her life a decade earlier. We just... Okay, so I'm trying to get my family facts straight here. So yeah, Jin and Yuko were together briefly. Yuko got pregnant with Himiko. Jin left, met Kana's mom, had Kana. Two of them doing their own rebellion, died, never came home. Kana got taken in by Yuko. And that's how they're half-sisters. Do you remember where your family lived? I don't know. Somewhere in Zone 8. What else do you know about his life outside your home? Zone 8 was a hellhole. To give people some sort of support, certain families took it upon themselves to open up their homes for shelter. My parents frequently volunteered to teach chess at quite a few of those sanctuaries. If you want to know more, just speak to someone that attends this school. His name is Okawa. That's everything. Please, don't make me say any more. I appreciate the information, Kana. Thank you. You're a coward. Never be as strong as your mother, or as honorable as my father. Nothing but a delirious freak who resort to violence out of pure greed. You're one to talk. You tried to have me killed last semester, I remember. I'm only returning the favor, Miss Vice President. Damn, she really is pulling no punches. None of us will make a difference. You already destroyed our last chance to fix this world. You hear me? People are going to suffer for this. You sociopath. My mother abandoned you for a reason. It's because you're doomed to fail, no matter what you do. Wow! So please don't blame your reckless path on me. You deserve this. Do it. What? 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 Just scared her? Alright. Bet. In hindsight, maybe Shiro Kuriyama's perspective held some truth. It seems the only way to truly get what you want in this world is to take it by force. Is this a product of our own making, or is this the curse we're destined to live with until our society finds peace? Either way, it's clear Kana can't give me what I need. I couldn't care less about who my father was. I just want information that could lead me to Yuko. No matter how hopeless the situation, I've remained vigilant and fully determined to complete my goals. I will find my mother and put an end to her pitiful resistance, just like I did Kana's. With Shiro hospitalized and Azumi in jail, this new lead might just be my best shot at tracking her down. My next move is clear now. I have to track down this Okawa person and ask about the sanctuary. These Zone 8 shelters knew Jin Suzuki. It's quite possible they knew my mother too. And the way to know for sure is to keep pushing forward with everything I have. That was bloody terrifying. All right. We know where we stand. We stand... We sure do stand. Oh, hey! Wow, club time.
It's good to be back, Yui.
Oh. Yes, I know the semester has been in full swing for months. I'm just reminiscing. It's like club week has started properly now. The air's gotten so cold, too. Everything just seems a bit different today. Not to mention, this new lead has given me a bit of confidence. It almost feels like the start of some grand new discovery. I have to keep reminding myself that I'm a senior now. I should be able to approach any situation with complete courage and mental fortitude. Oh, Himiko Misaki, protector of the realms and resident super leader of our prestigious organization. Would you like to hear about Yasu's latest exploits regarding the Banana Tofu Corpse, TM? What? Hi, Yasu. Sure. Looks like I spoke too soon. Maybe during the club meeting, Yasu. There's enough time, of course. Fiddlesticks. Well, I'll get you next time, you slippery penumbra. Bye, Yasu. That was handled quickly. Now I should have enough strength to persist for the rest of today. Oh. Himiko! Today was super awesome because you totally gave the right advice. I just took things through with my opponent. Led to some pretty incredible revelations within my own psyche. Ooh. I think I discovered some incredible power within me because I have the tornado iteration like my brain. I total attached with this situation with wits, quick wits. Each account they feel like a pair of messages. Each class of the vehement sentence. Your thought forces may play for. Satomi, I can't process. You might want to slow down a bit. It's lots to take in all at once. Oh, my bad. I'm just excited because I've got much more confidence thanks to you. That's great. You might trip over yourself if you try to say too many words that quickly. Focus on one point at a time, and trust that the person you're talking to will stick around and hear the rest. Oh, I never thought of it like that. Thanks, Himiko. You're the best. Bye. Goodbye, I guess. Anyways, now I should finally be able to go about my day. Hey there. Nice, thanks for trying to kill me, loser. Anyone else? Hey there. Himiko, right? Oh, here. I'm by the table. New club member? Excellent. He actually showed up. Got your instant message yesterday night. I've decided to join the Shinogi Chess Club. That's great. We're glad to have you on board.
Yes. Quite pleased.
Hey, Kaito. He could be a little happy about it. Kaito can be a bit critical of new faces, but he's truly kind at heart. I'm simply disappointed that my talents are wasted behind this table. By the way, how was it that you know this exuberant young man? I found his profile on our school's social media program. Thought he'd be a perfect fit for the club based on his grades. I think I'd become a valuable member for the Shinogi Chess Club. You'll probably find my talents quite suitable to your endeavors. I guess I should introduce myself properly first. My name is Kenshi Okawa. Ah. This is your motives. Yes, it's all falling into place. Himiko, why are your eyes glowing? This is definitely the student that Kana told me about. Did as much research on him as I could find on the net. From what I can tell, his family has lived in a traditional-style mansion near Zone 8 for over a decade at least. If his parents are involved with one of those sanctuaries, he'll prove to be a valuable asset for sure. Come by the club room after school today, and we'll get you set up. My excitement is almost palpable. Please, let me share my feelings for the haiku. Oh? Nohi's Mountain! A little major chess hunts! Near the Shinogi. Whoa. Very good. Splendid. Now off with you. We've all got a busy day today. See you later, Kenshi. I can't deal with this. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll get along well with the other members. It's not just that, I've got a lot in my mind right now. Should get to class, too. Everything will get resolved soon. Eh? See you at the meeting, Kaito. It's kinda still a begrudging club member, despite everything. I know she did turn up last time after the review. Oh, hi. You're dead. Those clubs are recruiting outside. I can't pick which to join. There's a new board game that's rising in popularity across the city. I've heard of that. Let's join the Shinogi Checkers Club. What? Looks like things are a little more lively here now that the fall season is upon us. With new tournaments and competitions in sight, everyone is hoping to become the next champion. I've already gotten quite a few sponsorship offers, but I don't think I'm ready to go pro just yet. For now, I just need to focus on finding my mother. Her will is no doubt a threat to this entire country. And once I've dealt with her, I'll be free to shape this world according to my own design. Yep, there's Kana. Kana knows precisely what we're up to because we tried to fucking kill her. We're feeling just fine. Shinogi Chess Club room, the sequel. I see you back there. Himiko, right on time. Actually, I'm about 10 minutes late. No matter. We were just discussing how best to introduce our newest member. Good eve, my fellow constituents. This is going to be a tough sell. Oh, do you have the meeting, Honorary President? Positively disgusting. Has Kana been behaving poorly again? It appears so. She doesn't take well to our little club coup. We still shouldn't have to worry about her doing anything evil. Indeed. We set up a surveillance camera to keep an eye on her when she's at her usual spot at... We're calling it the Kana camera. Trademark. The Kana corner. Isn't that a little excessive? This is one of the few locations where she's able to speak without a security escort. I'd say we should take no chances. Initiative can't return. Guess even months later, they're still on edge after Kana's betrayal. Vocab is the pro jab. By the way, what was all that commotion about her treatment with Mr. Cross yesterday? Oh, I just Just need to ask her something personal, so Mr. Cross stopped the surveillance for a short period. I see. I certainly hope there's nothing we should be concerned about. Not really, honestly. Right, Kana? You also want to know what's next on the menu. I presume you're talking about today's agenda. Yeah, I think it's a little awkward that our new member is just standing in the back over there. Oh, salutations. Yasu, what is this? Come on, get over here. I think I'll just get him settled once I've made my rounds for this meeting. Very well. Meantime, I should mention that since we're entering the fall season, new opportunities for our club will be available. The annual Shinogi Chess Fall Contest will be returning, and I'm guessing you're all interested in participating. That sounds great. I'd love to join. Goes without saying that the winning school will receive a fair amount of recognition across the entire prefecture. Is there a monetary prize for this one as too? Very astute, Himiko. There sure is. Must be another big incentive for the competitors in the million yen range. I've got my facts straight. The grand total is currently 30 yen. What? Is that a joke? Not at all. Oh. It seems the organizers behind this event are non-profit. From my understanding, there weren't many donations this year. Oh. So what happened last spring, and for a Shinogi chess event, that's pretty rare. Could it be another side effect of the recent terror attacks? Is the popularity for this game finally dwindling? Regardless, you can expect that further wages and prizes will become available as we approach the starting date. Kaito, will you be joining the tournament this time? Yes, I think I will. It's been a while since I've used my brain for recreational purposes. I don't think I've actually seen Kaito play Shinogi chess yet. It should be an interesting competition. What about Kana? Huh. Like I want to play with you, imbeciles. Oh my god, we need to try and read those signs then. Perhaps that's for the best then. Well, I think that wraps up everything. Let's begin the mingle session of the club meeting. Yay! Thank you for being well aware of your purpose in this room. Let's all disperse to our usual talk to Himiko positions. Assemble into your standing formations. How very aware of you. Mingle hours. What? Never played a RobProductions game before? Oh god, let me explain it quickly just in case. As part of the meeting, I'll have to speak to each member of the Shinogi Chess Club. WSAD to walk around the environment. I'm facing something I can expect or talk to, use space to perform that action. If you're playing on a computer, controllers are also supported. No worries there. The list of controls can be found in the options menu. Once I'm done talking to the club members, I should speak to Kenshi and help him get acquainted with everything. It'll be a perfect opportunity to ask about my parents, too. Right, let's see what everyone's been up to. Alright. Whoa, dude. No. I didn't have to work on these camera angles. There we go. I'm just gonna leave the camera here for now. Boo! Go away, traitor! Let's see. I want to read the official Kana. Here's a known resting place of Kana Suzuki, traitor to the Shinogi Chess Club. In the year 2096, Kana and her group of insane followers attempted to assemble a drone army by infiltrating the Spring Championships. Kana Suzuki, age 17, birth date September 6th, height 1.7 meters. She positively does not wish to speak about any of her past crimes with anyone. If you attempt to make contact, you do so at your own peril. The Shinogi Chess Club is not liable for damages sustained to individuals during the visit with Suzuki. Warning! Do not feed the Suzuki. She is known to bite. Call the nurse immediately if you are harmed. Boo, Typhoon Initiative. This spot is for traitors. The Kana corner. Your corner is mine. Himiko. Kana? Why are you still bothering to attend the club meetings? Doesn't look like you enjoy them very much. I've told you already. As a certified member of the Shinogi Chess Club, it's my duty to attend these meetings. This whole school knows that you led the Typhoon Initiative. There's no need to keep up appearances anymore. I'm well aware of that. Oh, I'm picking up on the leitmotif. I don't remember this track. This is new for the sequel. This soundtrack. I like the sort of lighter turn that the leitmotif took for this club track. I like this. Is she staring out of spite? Would you mind clarifying your intentions here? What a pain. Fine. If you'll leave me alone after this, I guess I'll talk. Duke Masaki was the only family I had after my parents passed. Say, I'm just as inclined to locate her as you are. Any clue that gets shared publicly is positively valuable to me. So you're spying on us. Think about it however you like. I'm just trying not to miss anything important that happens in this room. Don't think I approve of your little gatherings or your methods. You're still a psychopath in my eyes. I mean, you nearly killed me last night. Do you think you could just ignore it? Did you think you could just ignore that? That was just a scare tactic. I programmed the drone to intentionally miss when it fired. It would never have harmed you. You just need to be taught a lesson. What kind of response is that? You think that makes it better? The only reason I'm keeping yesterday a secret is because I'm genuinely afraid that you'll kill me if I speak up. So there you go. Did that answer your question? Yes, it does. Thank you, Kana. Oh, back. Coming back to threaten me again? Just wondering what else is on your mind. Nothing you'd want to hear, believe me. Fair enough. Okay, so you've seen this already. Yes, actually. Alright. Over 400 reasonable awards. 20 years of excellence. Oh, Himiko! I wanted to say sorry for overwhelming you this morning. I've just been so exhilarated by my vocabulary classes. That's alright, I know confidence can be liberating. You could say that again. For sure, and about that. I'm really liking these decorations you ordered for the club room. They're just so powerful. Well, it was just a drop in the bucket after my recent 40 million yen deposit. Yeah, you must have enjoyed watching Kaito trying those pendant banners up, too. You're just so tall. This is not where I expected this conversation to go. Anyways, do you have high hopes for this new fall contest? Oh, yes, for sure. Practicing for months and I'm ready for it to finally be put to good use. That's excellent. Keep up the great work. Thanks, Himiko. Let's discuss strategy. Let's discuss strategy soon. Let's discuss strategy now. Oh, Himiko, you want to discuss strategy right now? Sorry, I'm a little busy right now. Oh, no problem. I can just do what Kaito does and play imaginary games in my head. I honestly have no idea as to whether that will help or hurt our chances at winning the tournament. All right. What can we look at over here? Dual anchor rush opening. You're putting a two piece to the center without developing the queen. An opponent's rush tactic. This may not always be viable. Coordinated center assaults are effective when the opponent goes for the outside towers. That's a legitimate Shinogi Chess opening. Dual archer rush opening. Himiko, I have to say I'm somewhat worried about you. Huh? Why's that? You tried to kill Kana last night. I split this with you and Kana. I'm not fond of all the secrecy. Last semester, when we first started investigating the rebels, you often pulled the same tricks. Taking action on your own, hiding it from the rest of the club. I understand the desire you had to keep us safe and ignorant. The danger of the initiative was real and terrifying. Kaito. But things have changed. The Typhoon Initiative is finished. The corruption in our school has been exposed and weeded out. We're safe. We shouldn't have to fear retaliation anymore. But if that's true, then who's been behind the terror attacks across Aichi the past few months? It probably relates to what Shiro mentioned when he was trying to recruit you. Our research backed up those claims, too. Splinter cells, former members, other rebel groups. The government lumped them all together when the news spread. We destroyed the face of the resistance, yet the attacks still continue. Maybe we really didn't make a difference after all. Maybe it was a mistake to think the fighting would stop. But that's besides the point. What I'm trying to say is, we're supposed to be working as a team now. Anything that's causing you trouble should be the club's concern too. We investigate together, or not at all. I see. I'm truly sorry for worrying you. I'm just curious about my father. Your father? You mean since Kana and you? It was a personal discussion between me and my sister. It's a little embarrassing to mention all that to the club. Right. Well, my apologies. I won't pry then. No problem. Is there anything else? If you do come across any information about the recent attacks, bring it to me post-haste. I'm certainly prepared to do what it takes to keep our city safe. Will do. See you around then. See you around now. Oh, you're back. I'm sorry about all that. Just keep in mind what I said before. I have high hopes for you. I appreciate the concern, Kaito. Now, where was I? Knight to b6. I'm not exactly surprised by this point. I still don't think his mind games are making him any better at Shinogi chess. We have yet to actually play him. The sequel. Yasu? Honorary President, you've returned to your castle at last. I think I've mentioned countless times that this is any sort of dictatorship. Oh, I know that, but the ethics of feudalism and constitutional monarchies only vaguely overlap with your autocratic tendencies. So tell me, this vocabulary class has been inspiring you too? Yasu would never stoop so low. Yasu would never stoop to learning in a building like this. Why is it so hard to have a normal conversation in this room? So how have things been going at your manga club? Well, actually, Yasu quit the manga club. Huh? I thought that was like your whole thing. It was tough to keep attending both clubs, especially when I could only be at one in spirit. So from now on, Yasu will only peek into the manga club room from afar. I see. Well, as long as that's the best decision for you. By the way, that reminds me about your superpowers. Have you tested your abilities recently? Do they still work? I haven't really had a chance. After the spring championship, it just seemed too traumatizing playing Shinogi chess at that level of intensity. Besides that, I've still been distracted. Finding my mother seems like the most important step right now. I suppose I might try to play a bit more now that the fall contest is around the corner. That's excellent. It'd be great if you could rise to the challenge once again. Just remember that in your struggle for victory, you should never resort to underhanded tactics. There's no honor in that. Your ability is a temptation that must be resisted at all costs. You're so much stronger by learning to play without it. Yes, that makes sense. That's very prudent of you. It's a lesson I learned from the latest season of Defense on Manticore. Oh no! Of course. I'll keep it in mind then. Thank you, Yasu. It's everyone. Should check up on Kenshi now. Get him situated. Honor praise, you're back. Shortening the name that much kind of makes it lose all meaning, Yasu. Oh, maybe you're right. Just call you R for resident Shinogi chess superstar. How about R for running away as fast as possible for this conversation? Oh, Yasu. You are... Queen's approach rush opening. I just wait to get a strong piece developed in the center, however that leaves your queen exposed at risk of capture. Alternate queen advances to the left and right. Alternate queen advances to the left and right tower might be safer in the long run. Yeah, we'll have to do some rebriefing on Shinogi chess when it actually comes time to play. Hi, Kana. Bye, Kana. Boy. Ah, Himiko. Ready to introduce me to the other club members? Yes. Let's do this. Excellent. Lead the way, and I'll gladly make my intentions known. Why does that sound ominous? Everyone, I think it's finally time for you all to meet Kenshi Okawa. A pleasure, truly. Wow, this is so exciting! We've had a new member since the start of the semester. But I'm glad to join you. Oh, this shared pursuit of Shinogi chess evolution. As an artist, it's my goal to explore and advance all mediums of entertainment. I see this as the perfect opportunity to become integrated with the culture and open new possibilities for my future. Yes, we're, happy to have you on board. To get started, I think you'll need this. It's a club pin. That's the official Shinogi Chess Club pin, trademark, so wear it with pride. Curious. There's definitely a weight in history behind this badge. It's acceptable. I would love to share my feelings with a poignant haiku. Oh no. I guess that's alright. Late morning autumn. An unwitting light pawn runs, betrayed by the chess. I like this camera angle. It's so... Well, that's enough for me. Later, losers. I'm imagining the Pokemon Red Gary Oak theme when she walks out. Anyways, have you ever played Shinogi Chess before? Well, I've heard a bit about the rules, but haven't really put it into practice yet. Let's head over to the table and cover the basics then. This will be a good way to find out where you stand. With any luck, this will be a good opportunity to find out what he knows. A reasonable proposition. Let's chess this place up. I'm getting another call. I apologize, I'll have to take this outside. The rest of you are free to stay as long as you'd like. And then there were 4. Yes, and I will play a game of our own, so we're not having of you guys. Good luck, Himiko. Oh, 1-1. Wow, this truly is invigorating. You know, I've always wondered what it would be like to sit in this historic club room. That certainly seems to be the case. I have to say, I'm glad you sent me an invitation. I always thought this club was pretty exclusive. Well, as of late it seems the students here have taken an interest in different types of clubs. No doubt due to the various controversies that got revealed during the spring championships. That's a shame, this world can be so cruel. Actually, they're thinking about the inevitable moment when our contemporary media is forgotten to time and drifts quietly into oblivion. Makes me quite sad. Well, that's certainly a side I didn't expect to see from Kenji. And why don't we talk about something a little more cheerful, like my family? Here we go. It's time to learn why I was told to seek you out, Kenji. Will you tell me about your personal experience with the volunteer shelters in Zone 8? Huh? What? What's a bit aggressive? It's my understanding that you have information about the Shinogi chess tournaments that were hosted at those locations. I'm only asking because I'm interested in the history of Shinogi chess events in Japan. Yeah. I see. Oh, that's what you're after. If I may, could you identify the person that told you about these things? I'm not exactly sure what to say here. Maybe I'll just tell the truth for once. Kana told me about it. Kana Suzuki. Isn't she, like, a criminal? Well? Oh, well, yeah. I have good reason to trust her on this. She was... Well, if you can trust someone like that, maybe you do have an open mind after all. What do you mean by that? I think it's time I disclose something very important, Himiko. How can I put this simply? I happen to be quite acquainted with Miss Suzuki. I served under her, in fact. No, you can't mean. Yes, your assumption is likely a correct one. I know this may be a shock, but, I was a member of the Typhoon Initiative. I don't understand. Why would you tell me? You seem to have close connections to Kana, and I believe in loyalty and strength. If you understand my intentions, maybe we can both get what we want today. This must be why Kana trusted him to give information about Zone 8. Though it seems like he's playing a game of his own. What is he hoping to achieve here? Let's start with this. Why'd you join the initiative? I'll spare you the details, but let's just say my parents were less than thrilled about my lack of enthusiasm for their charity. They were the owners of one of those shelters you mentioned. A house was turned into a sanctuary some time ago. They wanted to fight the government's oppression by supporting those in need. A peaceful rebellion, if you will. I wanted to fight oppression using more effective means. Thus, I joined the club. I joined the group just 2 years ago in secret. When my parents learned what I had done, they ostracized me and sent me far away from my own home. And do you still believe in the cause? Joining the initiative was a lofty ambition, but under Kana's leadership, simply didn't push the envelope much. Prime Commander felt it necessary to do everything by the books. That was her motto. But look where that led us. You were never outed as a rebel last semester. That's right. Can't say I contributed much either, since I never really learned Shinogi chess. You say I had the wrong idea about what fighting back would involve. At least I was able to provide information about the school from outside the chess club. I was the only other Yoshino student involved. So he says. Can I really trust that? So you've truly given up on fighting? Let's just say I'm willing to put that history behind me. The initiative is finished. There's no going back. Then, what is it you're hoping to achieve here? I've already told you what I want. I'm searching for an opportunity. Learning this game and being in this club has so many benefits. It gives me strength. I guess you could say I'm looking for something new to believe in. This is unexpected. A former member of the initiative is looking to move on from the group? Can't get a clear read on his intentions. Is he planning to give up and compete in the Shinogi chess world? Or is he trying to start a rebellion of his own? Whatever the reason, it's time to bring everything out into the open. I think I understand the basics of your situation. And you must already know that I need more details about those sanctuaries. But you're already joining the chess club. What more could I do for you? Teach me Shinogi chess to the best of your ability, and I'll tell you what you want to know. So what I was planning on doing anyways? There must be more to this, but I'll play along for now. Alright, let's start with a simple question. Do you know how to play traditional chess? Do you? Yes, you fool. Of course. Shinogi chess really is similar to that game, so it's natural for some skills to transfer. Studying old-school chess strategy can be helpful, but this game has different objectives and moves to keep in mind. I need to know about you, though. Have you seen much about this game? A bit, but as I mentioned, I haven't put anything into practice yet. Let's see, I could provide a refresher on the piece types and main objectives of Shinogi chess. That'd be helpful for newcomers. But hey, if you play the hit visual novel game Shinogi Chess Club, now selling for $14.99 USD, you may not need to hear this. Actually, yes, we're gonna listen. That's okay, Kenshi. Let's quickly review the main ideas. Excellent. This has been a while for both of us, I imagine. Right. To start, you want to be aware that Shinogi chess features different win conditions from standard chess. Now, two things you need to do to win. First is to capture a majority of the towers placed across the board. Capture a tower, move at least one piece to each of the squares surrounding it. Note that the 3 central towers require 4 adjacent tiles to be occupied. The 2 home base towers on the edge of each player require just 2 squares to be occupied for capture. Since most boards feature 5 towers and you start with 1 already owned, you need to acquire 2 more to win the game. Second thing you'll need to claim victory is to acquire a checkmate. Oh, that's where the opposing king has been captured, right? That's right. In this game, there are no true restrictions on king movement, so make sure to watch out for danger zones. Up in the danger zone, east Mississippi, west Wisconsin, north Oklahoma, and south Miami. I got that quote completely wrong. From my understanding, even if the enemy king is trapped, you're not forced to capture it. So you already knew the objective rules. I dabble, but do continue, Himiko. This is feeling more pointless by the minute. Let's talk about piece movement rules. The pawn moves 1 square in any direction. Very weak, but you've got a bunch of them to compensate. Knight moves 2 squares in any direction. It's the only piece that can jump over others, as it doesn't get line blocked. Rook moves 4 squares in the forward, backward, left, or right directions. No diagonal movement there. The bishop doesn't exist. Go home, bishop. Wait. I feel like that's new. King moves 1 square in any direction, much like the pawn. Knight. No, I guess that's true. Yeah, because you get knights. Queen, the most powerful piece, can move 6 squares in any direction. Finally, the hidden piece moves 1 square in any direction. This one is special since it can be one of 2 subtypes, the mine or the spy. Mine will explode when it gets captured, taking with it any piece that tries to move onto the same square. The spy is a weak counterpart that can only capture an enemy pawn or king. The trick is that you'll never know what subtype a hidden piece is until you capture it. You want to stay clear of any potential mines. That's pretty cool. I love deception. Very telling. You want to keep note of the barrier squares, which are typically located in the center of the board. No piece can ever move onto a square that's blocked with a circular tile. But knights can still jump over those squares. Got it. The last thing I'd like to mention for now is the piece stacking. Oh, I do remember the barrier. I do remember those. By simply moving one of those... When you piece onto another friendly piece, you create a chessatron. Trademark. Is it? I don't remember that term being used in the first game. Is that literally just a reference to that one meme chess video with a mega chessatron? Why does conglomerating their pawns into form the mega chessatron? Just kidding, it's actually just called a stack. Okay, good. Simple, right? You find the stacked piece movement rules are quite simple. It's next thing you know they'll be referencing the Tennyson Gambit interclock ICBM variation. Resulting stack can move to all the same spots as both its pieces combined. As an example, the knight rook stack can move 4 squares orthogonically and 2 squares diagonally. Interesting. There must be tons of combinations. Not that many. The hidden piece and king can't be stacked. They can get complicated quickly. I think that makes sense. The board seems to show movement previews for each piece, so it'll be easy to visualize in a real game. Like the broken stack is to stack a queen on one of your other stack your queen on one of your core pieces, and then it can just go fucking anywhere. If that stack is still valid. I don't have as much time as you need to make each move. Incredible. I can feel the knowledge surging through my massive wrinkly brain as we speak. The knowledge is starting to edge itself into my firmly smooth, silky smooth brain. Great, you should be ready for the next part. Let's try putting into practice with a few warm-up moves. To start, we'll just move the pieces around and perform a tower capture. Ooh, actually get tutorial business? Alright, right mouse, move the mouse to rotate the camera. Piece to see the movement options. E. Enter move mode. E. And move to this position during the tutorial. Bonk. A friendly stackable piece on another to create a stack. Alright, so you can scroll wheel. E. You have an opportunity to capture the opponent's king. Select. If I recall, pawn queen. E.
Checkmate.
Bonk. Knight can jump. So, E.
Check.
Mine explosions. In order to defend your king, you need to use a hidden piece. When a piece captures a mine, or a mine captures an opponent piece, mine will explode. Both pieces get eliminated. So, this is my mine. E. Kaboom! Now time to capture the central tower. To do this, you need to just separate a piece off of your fortress stack. Not in move mode. You now directly click on a piece with the highlighted stack selected. Use C to cycle stack pieces. Okay. Oh, Oh yeah, select the rook only.
Capture!
Bonk. Did you get all that? This is pretty much how we move the pieces around in Shinogi Chess. I see. So the magnetized board uses completely digital input. There's quite a lot of infrastructure to make this game run smoothly. I'm very much impressed by the power card hidden inside this table. So he was more concerned about the furniture the whole time? Right. Well, I still have tons of questions about your time in the Typhoon Initiative. Oh, you really must be patient on that. I'd like to learn this game properly before we can continue. You can relax, by the way. I'm no threat to you. Well, we got a ton to run through here. Champion. Justice. Accessible. There we go. There's the save. What if you want your information? You must explain more of the rules. Never thought I'd hear someone beg for a tutorial like this. Alright, then let me explain some of the special moves. And stacking each piece combination creates some sort of special move or advantage that you wouldn't get with a single piece. Example, the knight pawn stack is called an archer. The archer can remotely attack an enemy piece one square away without having to move to that position. Rook pawn stack is called a fortress. It can optionally drag adjacent friendly pieces with it when it makes a move. Knight rook stack is called cavalry. When the knight separates from this stack, it can move 3 squares away instead of just 2. Finally, the queen rook, queen knight, and queen queen stacks are all called a monarch. Monarchs move an infinite number of spaces in any direction, making it the most powerful combination. Yes, that's the stack I remember. Wow, it's incredible. I'll have to play around with this stacking thing more when I get the chance. There's one last thing you should be aware of before we try out these types of moves. There's 2 ways to bring new pieces into the game. The first is pawn promotion. One of your pawns reaches the opponent's end of the board, it gets promoted to a queen. I see. That provides an incentive to keep pushing toward the enemy lines. Right, and there's pawn summoning. You can spawn a pawn on any square adjacent to a tower that you own. This move is a cooldown of 2 turns. It only starts spawning once you've lost existing pawns. In other words, it's to replace missing pieces only. Additionally, there's a hard limit of 3 spawns per game. Alright, I think I get it. This will let players have a chance of making a comeback even if they're down pieces. That's right. If you just surround a tower to capture it, you need these extra pieces during later parts of the game. Let's try out some of these moves in practice. I'll set up the board. The monarch stack. Like the queen. Stack it with your knight, put the king in check.
Check.
E. Alright. Yep. Monarch can go wild.
Checkmate.
Rook pawn called a fortress. Forced on for the purpose of this tutorial. Alright. Yeah, this is the move. This is the move adjacent. You toggle this off if you don't want to bring them along. And you get that little indicator there too. That shows you where your stack is gonna move. Knight rook is called a cavalry. Like the knight piece only. Oh yeah, we can also click in here to go single piece. Now knight can go 3 pieces. E. Defend your tower. Take the opponent's pawn. E. Summon pawn. On-screen button entered. Spawn mode. G. Think you're really getting the hang of this? I think so too. My feelings are so overwhelming that I must express them with a poignant haiku. Do it. Wet Urban Center. Suddenly Shinogi looks by the champion. He's looking up. We don't get the camera angle inside. Oh, it's just a shame that nobody wrote that one down. Right, so, are you satisfied now? Have you learned enough? If you're asking me, there's still one last thing I need to really cement the ideas in my head. I challenge you to a game of Shinogi Chess. Yes, I had a feeling that was coming. We will actually play this game next time. Write the save file. Yeah, we will play this dude next time. And until next, I'm right back in this. It's been way too long, but I'm feeling the Shinogi hype again. I'm getting into this. Until next time. Until then.